Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about something that is really, really important in our society, but which most people disregard. Okay, if you have a child with someone, first of all, before conceiving that child, you do not ask the child if he or she wants to come into this world or not. That's first. Secondly, now that the child is here, that child has a right, even if that child is 1 day old, he or she has a right to have a mother or a father. It is her right or his right. Now, you as the mother or the father, you don't have that right to decide whether the father or the mother will be in the life of that child, unless if the presence of that other parent is going to like damage the child in one way or the other. If you think that one of the parents is going to be a bad example for the child, okay, you can try to put some boundaries, I accept. But most people, they don't even calculate things like that. You will see a man who wants to be there in the life of his or her child. I mean, in every way, the man is fit to be there, but just because the man cheated on the girlfriend will now say, you are not going to see this child. If you love your child very much, you wouldn't have cheated. If you love your child very much, you wouldn't have had a child with me, then marry someone else. Hey, please. Don't take the problem between you and your partner and you place it on the head of that child. It does not concern the child. You people can separate for all the child cares, yes, but then it is your right to separate with the father, no problem. But it is not your right to tell the child that you don't need to have any relationship with your dad because he did not marry me or not. No, allow the child to make that judgment. I'm saying this because it has happened a lot in our society, and I've seen a lot of children who grow up without their dad, but later on they realize that their dad did not actually abandon them. Their dad tried to come into their life. Their dad tried to like be in their life and raise them up, but their mother did not allow their father to do that. It is really bad. The child did not ask you before he or she comes into this world. So he has a right to have his father in his life. You, as the mother, you've done your part, okay? Just allow the man to take care of the child, either physically, if he wants to come and take the child to school, pick the child from school, take the child to, an activity, say football or whatever. Allow him do that, okay? If you, the woman, you are afraid that this is going to cause problem between you and your own husband, let's say you have a new person in your life, no problem. Bring the man down. Let him talk with the father of this child. You people can have an understanding on how it is going to happen, when he can come for the child, the time that that child can go for holidays, or it is the right of these children. Please do not stop them from doing that. I watched a movie yesterday. I'm just going to give a little summary of it. A man met a girl, a young girl. The girl got pregnant. They were in love, but they were not ready to take care of a child. So this woman and the man, they decided to give this child out for adoption. Then later on, the woman went to India and started a new life there. The man stayed in New York. When this woman later on in life came back to New York, she realized that when they gave that child out for adoption, there was this rule, a 30-day rule, that says that if you people change your mind, you can come back within 30 days and we are going to stop the adoption process. So, but when this woman went to India, the man stayed, and on the 29th day after they signed the paper of adoption, this man went back to to the orphanage and took the child back. It was a baby girl. So when this woman from India now came back to New York, she attended a wedding. She did not even know who was getting married. But on that wedding, she met this man, her old boyfriend, whom they had a child together. And the man asked her, what are you doing there? Yeah, someone invited me for this wedding and so on. So the woman later realized that the girl that was getting married was the daughter of this man. So she said, hey, this might be my child. Look at the age and all that. She asked the man said, yes, it is our child. Then the woman said, but how is this possible? We gave this child out for adoption. Did you go back and get the child? The man said, yes. The woman said, but you did not contact me, because now it's as if I'm a bad person. I abandoned my child and you went and played this hero, hero man title and all that. The man said, yes, I know. But after the 29th day, I just could not accept. I just could not come to I just couldn't be calm knowing that I've given my child out for adoption. So the man went back and took the child. So when this child was going, she asked the father, where is my mom? The man said, your mother died. But later on, after all these revolutions and all that, the child realized that the mother did not die. So This woman met the child, explained everything to the child. The child was angry, asked the mom, why did you abandon me? The woman said, I did not abandon you alone. We did not have the means to raise you up. Your father and I had an understanding to give you out for adoption. So, but when I traveled to India, he later on, when they stopped the process, took you back, but he did not inform me. So now it might look as if I'm the one who abandoned you and he did not, but actually we did, the two of us. If actually he really changed his mind and he wanted me to be part of your life, he should have contacted me. This child went back to the dad and was very angry. She told the dad that I hate you. I hate you for saying that my mother is dead when my mother is not dead. You said my mother is dead because you do not want my mother in my life. You do not want me to look for my mother. I mean, even if you had come back and took me away from that place, you should have told me that my mother is alive. She went to India. I myself, I would have gone and looked for my mother alone if you didn't want to do that. Did you ever love my mother in the first place and all that? So it was a whole big problem. The man now called the woman and tried to plead. The woman was the one begging that young girl to forgive the dad. But the girl was so pissed with her dad. She was so pissed, guys. She insulted her dad, crying and shouting, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Look at this scenario very well. The man did not do anything bad. Or let me say, well, he did not do something too bad, but yeah, it happened that way. But this child, I mean, he has been there in the life of this child. He was taking care of the child, right from when the child was young, changing diapers, taking the child to school, paying for other, extracurricular activities, doing all those things, playing the role of a single dad. I mean, in his community, he was a hero for doing all that. And later on, the child comes back to tell you that I hate you, even after doing all that. Can you imagine? This is just to tell us that there are many women in our society who are also doing the same thing. You have a problem with a guy, you will have a child. The guy wants to be in the life of that child. You don't want. You want to take care. I will take care of the child alone. I can take it. It's not a matter of taking care of the child alone. You might have the money, you have the time, you have everything to take care of that child. Some women even go as far as borrowing money from other people to take care of their children. Some women even go as far as doing some funny jobs, dating so many men just to have money to raise their children alone. For just to have that name that I did it alone. I know that in real life, there are many men who have abandoned their children, but there are still some women whose, whose partner, they did not abandon their children with them. They just had a misunderstanding. Say, for example, the man cheated on you and it becomes a whole problem for a lifetime. Say the man left you and married someone else. Because of that, you have to punish him, and your own way of punishing him is by saying he does not have any right to be in the life of your daughter. It is not your daughter alone. It's not your child alone. You are the mother, yes. The man is the father, the biological father. You cannot change that. If you do whatever you want to do in this world, the fact remains that that man is the biological father of that child. So what is the need of, going through stress just to take care of that child alone? Then the child will grow up tomorrow and tell you, Mom, I hate you for keeping my dad away from me. I hate you. Because let me tell you something. Any child that grew up just with one parent always have that emptiness in his life or her life. They always wish they had both parents. They always feel like if my mother or my father was present in my life, maybe my life would have been different. Even though we all know that even if they were present, maybe nothing would have changed. But they still have it in them. There is this space. There is this space in them. You can never feel that space. You cannot be a mom and you take the role of a father. It's not possible. Buy everything you need to buy for that child. Do everything, but you will never be the dad. So why go all through this stress? Then tomorrow, when this child stand up to insult you, you call people and shout and cry and create drama. This is the child I took care of. This is the child I stopped my school for. This is the child I stopped to, explore in the world. I stopped every dream I had. I had to stop everything because I want to take care of this child. This is the child that's insulting me today. Those are crocodile tears. Give children their right given to them by God, not you. Okay? That is their right given to them by God. You had your own mother and your father in your life. Allow them to have their father and their mother in their life, unless the man does not want to be there. You cannot force a man to be in the life of your children. If you get pregnant for someone, the person does not want to be part of the child, okay, papa, you can go. Any day you feel as coming back, you can come. But don't claim that because you don't do this, or because you did not go and marry me, you will never see the child. This child belongs to our family. Yeah, the child can belong to your family, bear the name of your family or whatever. But if that man wants to see the child, allow the man to see the child. If that child wants to have a relationship with the dad, allow them to have that relationship. You don't know what might happen tomorrow. You might die and you leave that child in this world, and maybe that will be the only person that will really, come up to help this child. A lot of people have had similar problems. Men have impregnated women when they were still in school. Because of those problems we used to have, you remember when we were younger, you hear that they have locked up a guy because he impregnated one girl and all that. Because of that, most boys, they do not want to be part of any pregnancy. They'll impregnate a girl. When they call the guy, do you know this girl? The guy will say, no, I don't know this girl. I don't know him or her. They will abandon the child and the girl. It is because of the way our parents were doing things. Because they'll go and lock you up. So, but now, even those guys who abandoned their children long ago, when they grew up in life and they had a stand, most of them, like 90%, they usually go back to look for those children. Sometimes when they come back, people will just like say, look at someone who abandoned the child, now he's coming. Yes, it is a disgrace, it is shameful and all that, but they always go back to like continue from where the woman had taken care of the child up to. They always try to go back and continue. My problem is, do not say because the man was not there for me when I had this child, it means when the man comes back, I will never allow him to come back. It makes no sense. It does not change the fact that that is his child. Okay? I'm just trying to, bring, or let's say, talk about those daring topics that we don't like to talk about. I'm calling it daring because most people, they want to talk about it, but then they are afraid that they may have problems with their loved ones who may have find themselves in such situations. No, I'm not saying this to a particular person, but this is something that has been in my mind for some time. But okay, I was not bothered to talk about it. But yesterday when I watched this movie, when that girl was telling the dad that I hate you, why did you tell me my mother is dead when my mother is still alive? I hate you, I hate you. I just saw how the man took care of this child. I mean, on her wedding day, the girl was saying her dad is the best dad in the world. Her dad has been so close to her. There has never been a time, even though while she was young, she did not have a mother, but there has never been a time in her life where she actually felt too lonely because her mother was not there. And that's because her dad was always present. Her dad made her his priority before everything. On her wedding day, those were the things that were coming out from her mouth. She was so happy. But the day she realized that her mother was alive, it was a total different story. Totally different. I mean, according to the girl, she was saying all those things because she thought actually her mother died. But just to understand, just to, discover that her mother did not die, her mother was alive, but her dad lied to her. When her dad tried to explain, no, it was because your mother traveled. That's why I said this, because I do not want you to feel the pain, to understand that your mother abandoned you. If I had told you that your mother abandoned you, you would have you would have felt more pain than now. And the girl said, it is not your place to make that decision for me. So right now that I know, right now that I've come to discover that my mother is alive, do you know the pain I have in me for growing up all my life knowing my mother is dead when actually my mother is alive? For growing up to about 25 years alone without my mother. If you had told me my mother was alive, my mother traveled to India, I would have gone to India to look for my mother. I've spent all my teenage age, all the nice moments I was supposed to spend with my mother, they are all wasted. All the things, the difficulties I had in life as a woman, which I would have shared with my mom, I was talking about those things with my friends, not you, Dad. It is not everything that I can talk about with you. You are a man. There are certain things I need to talk about with a woman, someone that can understand me. And that is my mother. So the man was so sorry about the whole situation. But the girl told the dad, it is not your place to think that because I'll be angry that my mother abandoned me, you will not tell me that my mother is alive. Instead, you will lie that my mother is dead. No. I hate you, Dad. She repeated it 3 times. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. When I heard about all that, I said, oh, these are the things that happen in our society. Most people don't take these things serious. So guys, I'm pleading with you, especially the women, whatever pain that man has caused you, look deep in your heart and find a way to forgive him for the sake of your child. Your child needs his dad or her dad in her life. They might be young now and they are not talking about it so much. When they grow up tomorrow, they will ask you a lot of questions. And the issue is, even if you try to explain in a way that will make you not to be, in a way that will make you to look as a good person, whenever they discover the truth, they will still hate you. After all the suffering and all the challenges you have faced in life just for them. Yes, I know a lot of people, their life has changed just because they gave birth to a child when they were not ready, and the father of the child abandoned them with the child. I know it's painful, but that is not the end of life. It has happened. Move on, okay? So guys, I love you so much, and please, this is not I'm not trying to judge anybody. I'm just trying to share my thoughts on how I see things. Okay, I've learned a lot as time goes on with the things that are happening in my environment, in the society. I've learned a lot from the stories of other people. So I really wish that anyone watching this video will try to, make amends if this video actually concerns you, or even if it concerns someone, you can try to talk to that person. Please, please, please allow these children to have their parents in their life. You might be married and the child already have a different mother or a different father. There is no problem. Children have come to understand that they can actually have two dad or two mothers. Yes, legally this is my mother, but biologically I have a mother somewhere. It is their right to know. You never know what might happen tomorrow. Okay, so do not take this joy away from these children. All right, guys, I love you very much, and I just hope you like this video. So thumb up to the video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye bye.